I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, call it audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the game over with the showstopper. So hot, you gotta blow on it. I said I'll huff and I'll puff, then I'll pass to my left while I'm looking to my right. Hit them right in the chest, it be looking like magic. Better give me the throne. I ain't talking about Patrick, but I rep my home. I'm never at the end of my zone, I'm bad to the bone. Eating up these pig skins like they chicharrones. And you a douche cabron. Mira, mira at the mirror on the wall. I'm the greatest of them all. They gon' put me in the hall. Your name is only written in a bathroom stall. Quit your stalling and make a play. My drive too long, pop the clutch, I don't pump the brakes. I know what it takes to gain the muscle, get rugged. These butterfingers be fumbling, squash the scrimmage and rub it in Robitussin. How I give them concussion, they seeing double, they rushing and pass the shovel, the dirt and rubble, I bury them under it. Stay in your huddle and get 10 yards back, never turn your back. I'ma pull your flag, I go full contact, out punch, out kick like a shotgun blast on one out snap. It's a fact that I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, calling audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the...
What's good, Coast fans? Welcome back to a new episode of Horseshoe podcast. I'm going to go ahead and introduce the guys that's on the show tonight, starting with Mr. Austin Cook.
What's up? I'm Austin.
And the next guy, he a legend in these streets, Harish.
Yo, what up, dude? Oh,
And it's me, just Josh Senior. No, I'm nobody compared to these two guys. I'm nobody, but yeah, man. Welcome back to the show, guys. How's you guys feeling, man? Since the last episode, how you guys been feeling? I know Daniel Jones was named the starter, and here we are now. We got a couple weeks away for the season starts, and now we got to deal with these type of pressure, and I guess you want to say.
I guess I'm good.
I'm
It's
feeling
what it
pretty
is.
good.
Our life moves on. Our GM continues to gaslight us. I mean, it's all good.
Yeah, how many years has he been gaslighting us? Good, Ricky.
Too long.
It's way too long.
Too long.
Hey, I did watch the presser today, and it's pretty much been the same presser as it been every year around this time off season, where he feed us a bunch of BS, try to get us hyped up for the season, and it's the same old thing, same old repetitive defensive presser they always have, where people ask him questions such as James Boyd and Stephen Holder, and he gets very defensive because they're asking the question that all the fans want to know. They want to know, how do we believe in this team? You said this guy is going to be a starter. You named him a starter for the past 2 seasons. Last year you bench him because he needed to sit, and then you end up insert him back into the lineup because we couldn't win with Flacco, and now you're back to doing this again in year 3. So go ahead, let us know how you feel, Harish, about your take on this.
Well, I'm glad James and Steven asked those questions. I actually didn't finish the whole thing because I got tired after he said that Anthony Richardson's an 18, 19, 20-year-old kid, and we treat him like an adult, which again was gaslighting the fan base because you're the guy that drafted him, and you're the guy that put him in as a 19-year-old with less than 15 college career starts and into his first start into the NFL. You're the guy that says it's going to take time. You're the guy that allowed him to get benched multiple times. His first year, second year, last year, and now you're the guy that said you wanted us to be patient. And now all of a sudden we're treating him like an adult. It's just a constant gaslighting of the fan. Like, this is not our fault, dude. This is all you.
Right.
You're the reason we're in this space as an organization. You're the reason why we can't win more than 8 games in a year. You're the reason why our franchise quarterback is in year 3 stuck, not really knowing where he's supposed to go. You're the reason why all of this is happening. But you want to gaslight the fan base and make it seem like it's our problem. Or we're the ones, or the media is the ones that's putting pressure on him. We didn't put this pressure on him. You did. and it's just like it just goes back to the constant gaslighting. It's just the constant like saying like, I'm just so sick of this guy. Like at this point, he should have been gone 5 years ago. But really, I don't care what the record is. You know, if I'm the Ursays, I'd cut the cord. I'd cut if we. I don't care if we go 15-1. I'm firing both of these guys. I
Right.
just don't care. And now you want us to believe in Daniel Jones after you, and then he didn't he try to say it's like, hey guys, like Daniel Jones, like blah 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 blah. I don't know what made you guys think Anthony Richardson was the starter. This is a QB competition,
Yeah,
and I don't know.
he
It's
uh
just
he compared Daniel Jones to Alex Smith when he was GM or scout with the Chiefs. I was like, I don't. They're nowhere near the same quarterback. I guess you could say both of them game managers, but I don't like what Daniel Jones bring to the table. Alex Smith, I did. I definitely did.
If he says that he wasn't set up for success in New York, fine, I get it. He's not wrong. I
Correct.
mean that offense was terrible year after year. I'm not going to disagree with that. But let's not come in here and pretend like one was a massive upgrade and he's this win now quarterback. I would have taken Carson Wentz over Daniel Jones again. Like honestly, like the year we had got Carson Wentz was better than what we have. Like Carson Wentz with this offense, I think would have actually been really good.
That's another thing right there. They gave up too soon on Carson Wentz. Yeah, he made some
Exactly.
mistakes and things like that. Uh, that, but I think those mistakes wasn't a big deal breaker to move on from him. Uh, After I think he had 27 and 7 interceptions, 27 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. I can't remember
Right.
the yardage, but decent numbers. And he gave up too soon.
And he wants us to be patient. He wants us all of a sudden to say, "Oh, you know what? That quarterback that I tried to shove down your throat the last 3 years, that guy needs more time." Time we don't really have because we're basically wasting a year because he's gone, this is his 3rd year. B, you might not be here next year. So what you basically put your job on the line. So let's just say you win with Daniel Jones. What are you going to do next year? You're going to go back to Anthony Richardson. So now we're going to go 9 years in a row with the different starting quarterback.
Yeah, it's it's pitiful right now, and I
It's
get it.
crazy. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
I get it that everybody will be upset um, throughout the season. We got 17 games. He don't have a short leash, so we got to deal with that. Any tech you have, Austin, before we get into the episode? Just we wanted to talk about
Yeah,
that
I
first.
mean, just real quick, he made it seem like the Daniel Jones signing was just for this 1 year, and then next year we could be going back to AR. It didn't make sense. It seemed like they're doing now what they should have done AR's rookie year. Even though we wanted AR to start as fans,
Yeah,
they should have sat him that first year. Knowing what we know now, everyone would agree. AR shouldn't have started right away. We would have been just fine if Gardner Minshew played that whole year. He pretty much did anyways, but it just happened because of injury instead. But the whole thing just didn't make sense. Like if you're gonna start Daniel Jones, why can't you at least say if he plays well, we're gonna re-sign him? Not, it doesn't matter what he does this year, he's gonna be gone anyways.
right. So, oh, go ahead, keep going.
Nah, that's all I got.
So, one of the questions I think that James Board was asking was why should we believe the what you have in place for Anthony Richardson now when you said several things, of course, in his 3 year as the head the quarterback of this team, and his response was, "I don't know how to answer. Why should people believe? I think you know the answer. They believe when you win. If you don't, they don't believe." Well, we haven't been winning. So we don't believe. We haven't been winning.
Yep.
So, and you're saying these things over and over and over, and we haven't been winning. So of course we're going to be having these. It's going to have we're going to have doubt. Of course we're going to have some concerns, or not probably not want to watch this team um, be on the field because it's not a good product. Of course we're going to question why you didn't add to the offensive line, why you didn't add any weapons over the years, why you didn't add any defensive you know players, cornerbacks and linebackers and D tackles and edge rushers. Of course we're going to question this because you haven't done it. This is your job to build a team. You've been a scout with the Chiefs. You've seen the Chiefs build number of teams. Yeah, they didn't win while you was there. They win after you left, but they built the foundation prior to them winning, and you was part of that. And we thought that you would bring that same type of philosophy here, but you didn't do that. You brought penny pitching here. You brought excuses. You brought a number of things that you brought over here that didn't result to winning as your 9-year tenure as a GM for the Colts. Have which you only won one playoff game. Is it two? One or one? 2018. You won one playoff game. You went to two playoff appearances, and you've never won a division title since you've been GM in 2017 up to this point. So
His only playoff win was with Andrew Luck,
yeah, against the Texans.
almost 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Hey, there what's going on, and that's disappointing. Highly disappointing. It's not great. I mean, any other team would have released that GM that type with those type of stats as a as a GM. He's already gone somewhere else.
Yep.
So I know we haven't gotten to the episode yet, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it by mentioning our sponsor, which is Fan Battle Sports. You can download. We've now published Substack. I think I think it's finished now. So you can find us on Substack. You can subscribe to the network. You can find all our articles. I just wrote 2 articles yesterday about the Coast releasing Johnny Woods and also Juju Brents, hometown kid. So you can check that out as well on Substack. But you can find all our other past episodes on fanbattlesports.com. Also merchandise as well that's going to be on there as well. So check that out at fanbattlesports.com. And what all you guys been waiting on is Colts. I wouldn't say a surprise with Jelani, but Colts released Johnny Woods and Juju Brents. Juju Brents was a surprise for me, but go ahead, Austin, on your take of those two names, big names that were released for the team that we thought maybe they had more years.
Yeah. So I think the one that caught me more off guard was Juju Brents, like you said. He was just our second round pick a few years ago. He hasn't been healthy, which I mean makes sense why we cut him. He didn't fit Lou's defense as well. I just thought we were going to keep him around. Um, but I wish him the best. I hope that he can stay healthy and play well for the Dolphins. Maybe not week one, but like after week one. Um, and then Jelani Woods, I've been a big fan of Jelani Woods, but again, somebody that hasn't stayed healthy. Um, you know, hope he stays healthy. Hope he gets healthy, stays healthy with the Jets. That's I mean, just wish him well. It's sad to see him go, but at the end of the day, if they're not on the field, they ain't making an impact on our team. So it's not that big of a loss.
Yeah, if you're just not tuning in, the Colts, those two guys been claimed by new teams. Johnny Woods was picked up by the Jets, and Juju was picked up by the Dolphins. So Harish, what you know now, those guys being cut, I think he was already done with Johnny Woods anyway. But why now? Why would they cut him now when they're giving other guys longer leash? Like they're giving, Taquan Lewis a longer leash. They gave Paris Campbell a longer leash. But why now? Those two guys.
Because Chris Ballard has no idea what he's doing.
That's
I,
one way.
I'm not. I'm not saying I'm surprised, right? I think Juju is less of a surprise. I think Juju is more of a Lou Anarumo move than it is a Chris Ballard. Like the vibe I get from Lou Anarumo is basically like, dude, your defense sucks. What you brought me in to fix it. You clearly don't know what you're doing, so why don't you step aside and let me fix it? You really want me to try to save your job because that's basically what you're saying. Then you have no leverage over me. And I feel like that's like a conversation that happened when Lou was hired. Basically, is like, I own you at this point. Like, like I'm basically your saving grace, and anything I say goes. Like to me, it sounds like Lou has the ultimate leverage, and because Chris Ballard doesn't hold anybody accountable, Lou Anarumo is doing that for him. And I think Juju, like, I think like I really want I really like Juju Brent, man, but I think he's I could be over exaggerating this. I literally think he's only played 10 plays in 2 years.
He played 11 out of 34 games.
He's played in 11 games.
Yeah,
That's shocking. Like I'm shocked that he's played in 11. I didn't even think it was that many.
I think the first year he was already injured coming in after
Yep.
being drafted with the
Yep.
wrist.
He came in with like a was it a bicep injury or some arm injury or something? I don't even remember. It was like
Yeah,
something like that. And he just hasn't been able to stay healthy. It's like, all right, here we go. Back to the bench. All right, cool. And then that whole spiel, guys, you got to get that whole thing about like, just got to give him time. You know, playing cornerback is hard in the NFL. So you got to give him time because you know if he can't play, then then of course he can't be good. And I think Lou is like, dude, this guy's just been sitting on your bench. Why? Like what
but
can I do with him? Like I can't do anything with that with an already weak secondary. Lost Jalen Jones. Don't know what's going on with him. And I think it was just it sucks for Juju. I really wanted Juju to do well, but I'm not surprised. Johnny Woods, I think, was more like kind of the same thing.
hmm
It's like we've got this room full of tight ends, because he's been injured so much. He's probably like last on the depth chart anyway. So he wasn't going to jump up 3 spots to even be number 2 to get enough snaps throughout the course of the year. And I think his like time on the practice squad, like his ability to be on the practice squad, I think you can only do that for so many years within the same organization. I could be wrong about that. I mean, I'm just like expired. Like we are now at a point where, well, not tight ends not a luxury, but we have a lot of options that are just more reliable.
yeah. I mean, if you go down the list, I mean, of course, Tyler Warren's number one.
Yeah,
I mean, Moella Cox is on the team. I think he's better for us, what he can bring to the table. Uh, Will Mallory and also Andrew Ogdry are all better than Johnny Woods because
yeah,
they're available. He's not. He had the potential. He's 6'7", 200 and something tight end. And he had the speed coming out of Virginia. A lot
yep,
of potential, a lot of upside. He had that game winner week 2, week 3 against the Chiefs' rookie year. Everybody, we went through the roof. It's like, hey, we finally got our tight end. And then injuries started to happen, and then we just like, you know what? This is it. This is it. We can't we can't we can't have a what it is. We can't never have nice things in Indy. Things always happen with us where we can't enjoy a weapon or in this case right now a quarterback, but can't enjoy a tight end where you know we haven't had one since Jack Doyle. And even then, he was serviceable, but he was one of our best tight ends in a long time. So that definitely, since Dallas Clark, that definitely um, was a major concern, and that's why they did what they did this year with the 14 overall pick. You went and got a tight end that can do everything. He's a do-it-all tight end. He can play quarterback. He can run the ball. He can catch. He can block. You name it. Tyler Warren's your guy in your offense. He's going to be a focal point in our offense. And at this point, we just got to move forward what we have. It's unfortunate those two guys didn't pan out. It just shows that Chris Ballard can't draft. He cannot draft. I think I got the. Let me see. Uh, he wasn't in that draft. No, he wasn't in that draft. But the draft where AR was drafted in, Jelani Woods. I mean, Julius Brents, Josh Downs, Blake Freeland, AA, Darius Rush, Daniel Scott, Will Mallory, Evan Hall, Titus
Evan
Leo.
Hall. You guys remember when Chris Ballard tried to shove Evan Hall down our throats?
He did. He did. He did.
He's like, Evan Hall, man, we really like Evan Hall. We think he's a great player.
And then
I haven't heard Evan Hall's name in like 3 years.
he's not on the team anymore. I don't think he's on practice squad anymore.
That's not surprising.
And then you got two 7-round picks in Jalen Jones and Jack Witt. Jack Witt not on the team anymore. I think he retired, but it's just enough. Those things that continue to disappoint you in this draft back in 23. Which you have Anthony Richardson, Josh Down, AA, Will Mallory, and Jalen. But they drafted Darius Rush as cornerback, and he didn't even get a snap with the team. But it's just continued to be disappointment.
This is so pathetic, man. This is just sad. It's just sad. We're like I think I talked about it last week. We're like the Bengals from like the early 2000s, right? Where we're like have these teams and we're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And the only difference is like Marvin Lewis kept keeping his job and nobody understood why. And Chris Ballard is our Marvin.
Yes, he is. He is out. That's, when you said that last week, I was like, that's a great comparison because the Bengals should have been cut. Marvin Lewis. I don't care. He had Carson Palmer and Andy Dalton,
Good.
but there wasn't enough.
Those rosters were stacked, man. They had Corey Dillon. They had Corey Dillon, Chad Ochocinco, Chad Johnson, whatever his name was, year to year.
TJ Hushmanzada.
TJ Hushmanzada. And the best they did was 8-8. That's crazy. That is insane.
Yes, that's bad. Oh yeah, risk. I mean, I think just like you said, this is what pretty much our best season was 2020, COVID year, when we went, I think, 11-5. Because Andrew Luck was 10-6. So our best season was we won 11 games. After that, pretty much mediocre. 8-7. I mean 8-9 and 9-7, 9-8. Just been pretty much bad as a GM. And it's just pretty much just disappointing all around across the board. And he wants us to be patient with talent. Be patient with, like you said, with the cornerback deal, with the quarterback deal. His career don't start until you get a quarterback. You got a quarterback that you right now don't believe in because you say he has to wait behind Daniel Jones. Like Austin said, he's now doing what he should have done maybe year one with Gardner, but he elected not to do that. Even though he did sit, but he was injured. He didn't sit the way we thought he'd sit. He was nursing a shoulder injury while Gardner played, so it wasn't like he was able to gain any knowledge being hurt throughout the season. Yeah, Downs was stud, Sarah. I mean, Downs, Jalen Jones in that draft. AA is pretty much a depth guy, a rotational guy. So we rarely see him in a game. He did have a good preseason, by the way. But the other guys are just pretty much mid right now, unproven. Let's go ahead and get it to our next topic. Unusual for Chris Ballard. Very unusual. Coach traded for DB Mekhi Blackman from the Vikings uh, for a 6th round pick. It's, again, unusual for Chris Ballard because he loves all 15,000 picks a year. He don't want to trade any of them. What you think about this move, Harish? Getting a DB where our secondary has already been banged up, but getting a guy like uh, Mekhi Blackman in this secondary.
I don't know. I don't really know any. Um, I'm guessing it's just something to do with like
So what?
it has something to do with like you just need guys.
Just need
Um,
more guys in
you just need
secondary.
bodies. Yeah. I'm more interested about in Mike Hilton than I am on Kai Blackman because that's a guy that can make an instant impact if they end up taking him. Like, I think Makai Blackman is just like another guy on the roster for me. I don't know. I don't know like what. I don't know what. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think of Makai Blackman. Honestly, I don't know any. I don't know anything or enough of him to understand. His impact to the game. So I'm actually more interested in Mike Hilton than I am Blackman
I'll go over what I read for Blackman. During his rookie season in 23, roughly 80% of his snaps came at outside corner. In the preseason this year, where he struggled a little bit, only 36% of snaps were outside. Maybe they probably move him outside with Indy. He had a decent 23 rookie season before the injuries. I think he tore his ACL. I think. Let's see, he tore his
Nice.
ACL that year. And he should be of course healthy this year. Otherwise they wouldn't have traded for him. Just adding another veteran guy, corner to the secondary that's already banged up, losing uh, Jalen Jones. Uh, Sam Womack was cut, and now he's with Titans. Juju's gone. Uh, Justin Waller, who a rookie who we drafted, is out for the season. We just depleted in that secondary, so adding another guy that understands his defense uh, definitely helps. Anything you just want to add before I give it to Austin?
Nope.
Go ahead, Austin. What you think about this move? Us, trading mid-season, well, off-season, trading for a DB and using a 6th round pick.
Yeah, it was definitely different. Like you said, Chris Ballard doesn't trade draft picks ever. So you'd like to think that this guy will make an impact, but at the end of the day, we don't know exactly who he is. Like you said, he had a promising rookie season, but then tore his ACL and didn't play last year. So he's coming off an ACL tear. Um, you know, just got to be hopeful that if he sees the field, he'll play well for us. But other than that, we don't know much about him.
Sarah brought an interesting thing. I didn't know Justin Simmons was available. I thought he re-signed with the Falcons. But she said bring in Von Bell and Justin Simmons and get rid of.
Yeah, we're
Huh?
like 2 years away from signing Justin Simmons. So I think we need to. I don't think Ballard knows yet that he's available. It's still in the mail.
he's, he's available. He's out there.
Yeah,
Oh, I
we
didn't,
know that. I don't think Chris knows that yet.
I didn't know that. But he's played safety though. He don't play corner.
We need more safeties. We don't need any more corners.
Well, would you bench? Um, well, I guess you would probably cross for Justin because you already added Camp
Yes,
Bynum as other safety.
yes. I would bench. Um, well, maybe I don't know. Because we
That's
have
out.
who are our safeties? We have Cross. We
And Bynum
have
starting safeties right now. And then
Bynum. Those are our starters.
yeah, and then you
Don't we
got
have another guy?
we got Daniel Scott, and then you have Rodney as their backups.
Oh, Daniel Scott's a special teams guy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Although he made a good play in preseason.
I mean,
He's
we really don't know what we have in Daniel Scott because he's been hurt both years
Same
he's been in the league.
back to
yeah,
back.
it's can't buy him. Oh, Nick Cross. Oh, that's who we need to get rid of. Rodney Thompson. That guy sucks.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe this is the reason why we have this other safety.
He said everybody laughed, but Leonard gone. You see?
Hunter Waller got hurt, right? I think if Hunter Waller stays healthy, that's probably. I think that's the fact that he got hurt is the reason why Rodney Thomas hasn't been cut.
Yeah, that's tough. I definitely expected a lot from Waller his rookie year.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
looking really good,
he looks
Yeah,
good.
especially for a 7th round pick.
Yep.
Waller.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was looking really good.
Justin Waller was, I think, fourth, fifth.
No. Hunter.
Hunter Waller.
Oh, him, the guy from Wisconsin. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, the safety from Wisconsin. That guy was
Ricky.
big too. He's 6'2", 213. That guy was huge.
Yes. Built like
Big corner.
he built like he built like T.J. Watt for a second.
Dude's built like a linebacker. It's crazy.
Yeah. Ricky said that everybody laughed when he said Leonard was going to be our franchise guy. He's speaking of Riley Leonard.
Riley Leonard? I wouldn't laugh at that. I'd probably cry.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I wouldn't laugh about that. I think I'd probably cry.
Although the last game when they picked up the ass to the Bengals, it is preseason. He did play well. I would give him that.
Man, Sam Ellinger played well in a lot of preseason games.
Did you hear what happened to him today?
He got cut.
Well, he got cut, but he turned down the opportunity to be on the 53-man roster from two teams just so he can be on the practice squad for the Broncos. He said he liked their
really?
quarterback room.
I think he might. Some guys might just like it there.
Yeah. Will he see AL this year? I don't know. They keep saying that he's a play away.
He's one play away.
He's one play. Yeah. He could play tomorrow for all we know. Daniel Jones might hurt his pinky, and all of a sudden AR is the guy again.
Yeah, and then we got to go through this process of everything else. But since we all mentioned this, even Sarah mentioned, you mentioned, Coach worked out Mike Hilton today, another DB that is familiar with this defense. I think he played a couple years. He was coached by Lou a couple years in Cincinnati. What you guys think about that? Go ahead, Austin.
I mean, yeah, I think it would be good, especially with our cornerback room being banged up, like we mentioned. He knows Lou, he knows his defense. It could help Kenny get some more rest if needed. Uh, I would like it. I would like to bring him in.
Yeah, I was definitely banging on the table for this signing. He's a veteran guy. I know I said this during the I think during offseason. I said we should pick this guy up because I get that he plays the same position as Kenny Moore, but just having more guys, having more DBs in that secondary, because with this new defense, but everybody shot that down. But here we are now, the opportunity of signing him after workout today. Go ahead, Harish. Colts worked out Mike Hilton today.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great pickup. I think that's a guy that can come in and make an impact immediately. He knows the defense. He's already familiar with it. He can play. Sarah already mentioned it. He's also versatile. He can play safety. Just another guy that flexible, man. And
I'm sorry, Teresa.
Oh, Teresa was saying that. What's up, Teresa? She was saying that the Facebook feed wasn't working.
Yeah, I don't know the page, the Facebook page is saying that the connection is bad, so I just uploaded
Okay.
on the page.
We'll have to look at that. Cool.
I don't
What's
know
up,
what
Teresa? Hope you're doing well.
She was using her husband's account. Yeah, it said the connection was disconnected. Weren't able to stream on the destination, so I just uploaded
Gotcha.
So we'll work on that after the show. Yeah, I'm excited for the new, having a guy that's a veteran. He don't really have to learn the defense. He already knows it. He's already familiar with it. He just same as Xavier Howard, they can just it's a plug and play guys. That's why they made the roster. Uh, Mike Hilton, not Mike Hilton. Is it? Oh, let me go back and look. Oh no, it's Makai. Makai will wear 29, and Xavier wear number 4 for the team. But just having guys that's already know the defense already, and they can help the other guys that don't know the defense. Help the guys like Jalen Jones, help Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore has been in several defenses since he's been on the team. This is his third DC since he's been on the team, and
Yep.
so it helps with that as well. And the guys in the secondary, kind of Cam Bynum, Rodney, Daniel, and Cross as well, learn the defense. So just having those extra coach per se on your defense definitely does help, and hopefully because we're gonna need them week 1 against a team that's pretty much pass the ball a lot. There's gonna be they're gonna air it out with those 2 receivers on the outside. Also, coach workout, as Sarah alluded to, we work out a familiar face. We're working out. We will work out Anthony Walker Jr. on tomorrow. As we all know, he was drafted by the Colts back in 2017 as a 5th rounder. Played pretty good with us before he ended up leaving to play with other teams such as the Dolphins, the Tampa Bay, and the Browns. And now it can be a full circle coming back home, like the other quarterbacks and other players going back to their former teams that drafted them, as we saw with uh, is it what the guy name is? The guy from the Vikings,
Adam Thielen,
Adam Thielen went back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Keenan
Um,
Allen.
Keenan Allen went back. Uh, was the other guy?
Does this mean
Brandon
Jalen
Cole.
Ramsey going back to the Jaguars sometime?
Well, if that's the case, Zach Pascal and Paris Campbell come back to the Colts. You guys would
You
be
know,
okay with
don't get me too excited. Paris Campbell back to the Colts would actually be awesome.
that? But yeah, no. What you think about that? Us potentially adding him back to this, defense. We needing linebackers. We don't know. I think Zaire did. He should be ready. When we did lose Jalen, he's on IR for 4 games, at least 4 games. So adding Anthony Walker to this linebacker group. What you think about that, Arisha?
Awesome. He'd be our best linebacker. He should have never left.
And I was one of the guys that said he should never left. Him and Bobby Okereke. I said those 2 guys
Yeah.
should never left.
We wouldn't have to be worried about podcasters. We would have never had the podcaster conversation if, like, neither of the guys, those 2 guys, should have ever left this team.
I agree.
I'm very excited. I hope it works out. I hope he comes back. Yeah, but I also think it's like a sign of desperation.
For the GM.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it. Yeah.
When your GM starts to go back home and find like familiar faces,
Yep.
a sign of desperation.
Yep. Signing of desperation. Do you think the same thing, Austin? What do you think about this move to potentially bring him back for a team that need linebackers?
Yeah, like you said, we need linebackers. He's available. He was a good leader for our defense when he was here. I think he would be respected in the locker room. It would be, I mean, I think it would be great as long as we can get him and he stays healthy. I think he'll just step into a leadership role pretty much. He's a vet. Um, it's just hopeful it works out.
Yeah, I think he had back-to-back seasons. He had over 100 tackles with the Colts. And he was one of our tackling machines, along with Darius, along with Zaire wasn't the guy yet, but him and Darius were tackling machines with this team before they allowed him to walk to the Dolphins. No, to the Browns, and then he went to the Dolphins. Sarah said Mike plays safety as well in Cincy. I didn't know he played safety, but that definitely adds a different uh, aspect to the defense, having a guy that can play multiple positions, inside, outside, and also safety. So uh, it'd be interesting on getting a deal done or how soon can get a deal done, and not allow other teams to go ahead and grab them when we need them on defense, really bad. And like Ree said, this is all desperation. We need veteran players. We need guys to come back, and here we
Yeah,
are.
I saw this was I think this is Chris Ballard's oldest team since he's been the GM of the Colts. So if we sign those two, it just gets even older.
It's like, yeah, all right, guys, you're right. I don't know how to build a team. Let me just go get all these old guys.
And that's what's the thing
Yeah,
was. Go
maybe
ahead.
after 10 year guys, you guys were finally right. Maybe after 10 years, I think you guys were right. I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah, Teresa said bring back Paris Campbell and Zach Pascal. And also,
Yeah, bring them all back.
okay. We'll see.
All right, let's bring back Andrew Luck from and Frank
Oh
Reich.
man,
Since
no.
those, Frank Reich is still a potato head. Let's bring him back too.
What about Grixon?
Why not?
But I would say I would add to that. I would add to what you guys are saying, or what Austin was saying about this being his oldest team since he been GM. Now with the us signing Xavier and then working out Mike Hilton, a lot of fans was questioning us having an older secondary. Now, years past, we've been complaining about having veteran leadership in our secondary. We end up getting Stephon Gilmore one year where we didn't make the playoffs, but we saw a different, secondary then. Mike Mitchell from the Steelers, we added him as a safety. Rodney McLeod, another veteran to safety. We're adding older guys to help with the secondary, and our fan base is still complaining about being older. We don't. All the young guys are gone. So you got the. How do you fill a spot? Those spots. You want to get younger or go get undrafted free agents from other teams and make a secondary and get cooked every week, or get veteran guys that already knows Lou defense, such as Mike Hilton and Xavier Howard, who, as Batter said today, him taking a year off could benefit his body uh, because he took a year off and now he's back into the fold of things and already knows the defense. Why would we complain about that when the season is around the corner? We play September 7th. It seems like our fan base is never happy about anything. It's always something.
Nope.
Isaiah, we all feel like he's fed us more bullshit. He's a car salesman. He's a really good car salesman. He know how to sell everybody a lemon by saying that the Chevy this Chevy has a Cadillac engine in it, and obviously it does not. I miss Shaq Leonard. I do too, but injuries pretty much was. I saw a different with Shaq Leonard when he missed a tackle one time. I was like, you know what? Yeah,
Yeah.
guy got to retire or something because this is not him. I don't want to see this anymore.
Did he officially retire?
No, just
I
having.
wonder how he's doing.
I think.
Chris might say, "Hey, man, you're the best thing that ever happened to me."
Hey, we should get him
Would
on
you
a
like?
podcast.
Would you
Let's
like
get
to
him
come
on
back?
a podcast.
Would you like to come back? I know we don't need any more players on podcasts, man. The Down brothers. See, Caleb Downs is on the podcast now. Arch Manning's going to throw 15 touchdowns on him this weekend.
Yeah, speaking of that, Josh Downs and Caleb Downs have started a new podcast called Downs to Business. Downs to Business.
I just realized they were brothers. I didn't know that.
I did because I kept hearing that a lot when Caleb committed to us that his brother was Josh Downs when he was in Carolina. I kept hearing that, so
Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
I knew that, and yeah, he ended up leaving us and go get a championship his first year. Sad, sad, sad.
That sucks.
But yeah, we should get Shaq Leonard on this podcast to talk about his time as Indy and what he's doing now. We should go ahead and push for that.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to come on this podcast if he ever listened to anything I had to say.
She said, "Why not bring Gilly?" Gilly is up there.
Why not? I said bring him back too.
He
Let's
is.
go get Let's see if Darrell Revis is available. Let's go get him too.
What about Talib then?
Yeah, keep Talib. Well, I don't know. He might. Isn't he in trouble? No, that's his brother. Never mind.
She said, "No Frank Wright." Nah, yeah, Frank Wright got it. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's not bad with that for right now.
I'm just joking in all seriousness.
Yeah. We don't
Just I
want.
don't know what else to do with this team.
We don't. Yeah, we
It's
don't want.
just I don't know what else to say or do.
Just like the FLAR, they knew they weren't equipped to develop him. Yeah, that's point blank. They wasn't. They fed us. It's pretty much beat around the bush for 2 years, and said that it takes time while allowing him to start. Then said that now with him being behind Daniel Jones, he doesn't have to have the pressure of being the everyday starter. He can just sit back and work on the things he needs to work on, which is footwork, mechanics, his touch passes, because he's working on those things while Daniel Jones play out the season. And then next year, if it progresses, he has the opportunity to be a starter again. That's what he said in the nutshell today in his presser. So yeah, Downs brothers, uncle is Dre. I don't know who
I
is
didn't
Dre.
know that. Dre Bly is he was a corner back in the day for the Broncos. I want to say,
Hmm.
or maybe even the Bengals. I don't remember where Dre Bly
Oh, okay, okay,
played.
okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, what's the Broncos? I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a little ball. Played for the Broncos. He played
I, was,
for the
I, was,
Niners for a little bit.
I thought it was Bengals, but yeah, Bronco. It's some orange. I can remember.
Yeah, he played. He was on the he was on the '99 team. British on turf. He was
Yeah.
a rookie for the Rams when they won the Super Bowl.
She said the Lions.
Yep, he played for the Lions his last year. He played for the Lions. He played for the Niners for a year. Played for the Broncos, the Lions. Oh, he was two stints with the Lions.
And Miss Teresa said, "How do you feel about Indiana Jones, uh, referencing Daniel Jones?" We pretty much all.
Oh, smart, smart. Um, I don't know.
I don't feel good about it, but it's my team. I haven't felt good about the team quite a bit, but hey, I'm a fan. I'm going to still support them. It's just very difficult to support a team where you already failed uh, in many times in the past. So I just got to continue supporting the team, whether they go 1-16, 0-17, 9-8, 8-9. I got to still support them one way or another because that's all I have. I'm not going to go with another team because it's too much to deal with. Have to deal with all this, you know, frustration with the organization, like the Cowboys, who is mad at Michael Parsons for laying on a whatever bench, going to sleep or something like that. That's yeah, stuff like that. I don't have to deal with those type of things with the new team. I'd rather just stick it out this team and hopefully go ahead and fire Chris Ballard and we can get a new GM, maybe from Niners or from Chiefs or somewhere, the Lions, somebody where they can know how to build a team. Somebody.
I had a wild idea for a GM coach combo. Let me know what y'all think.
Is it the guy we've been talking about?
Louis Riddick and Brian
Yes.
Flores.
Yes. Yes.
Louis, I think Brian Flores would be awesome. I think he just
And
got the
coach,
short end of the stick in Miami. People forget Brian Flores went 9-8 and 10-6 in Miami. He got into an argument with the GM because he didn't like Tua because Tua kept getting hurt, and the GM's like, "You're out of here."
do you think with this with his pending lawsuit against the NFL, you think even the Colts, new ownership, would even think twice about signing him as head coach?
I mean, he's a defensive coordinator for the Vikings right now.
Yeah, but he's not a head coach. He don't have position of, I won't say power, but running a team. He don't have full uh, authority of running a team. He's just a DC, and he got to answer to someone else. It's possible. I was just saying your opinion. You think that
I don't know.
they would, they would, since I think he ended up winning. I think he won against NFL. I think.
Yeah, it's it's weird. So, like, if he wants to continue to pursue, from what I read, like other teams can join in on like that as well.
Okay.
So, um, technically, he won, right?
He did win. Yeah.
Like this is like 2 weeks ago. Um, and he could technically sue the NFL in 3 teams if he wanted to.
Mm.
But one of those teams aren't the Dolphins.
You say he can't sue them?
Yeah, they don't qualify under this ruling.
Oh yeah. When he left, I think they couldn't sue, even though I think they
Yeah,
did get fined. Right? Didn't they get fined either way? 'Cause-
something. I think they got fined and lost some draft picks, right?
yeah, for admitting to cheating or not cheating, tanking or something like
Yeah,
that.
tanking and yeah. So he can sue the Broncos, the Giants, and the Texans.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Ursays don't care. Maybe
Did he
maybe maybe the Ursays daughters care about winning.
for a fact? That's what Ms. Ursay Gordon. She said she care about winning championship. She don't care about the other crowd noise. She don't care about that at all. And I like that. That definitely made me
I
happy.
think I think Brian Flores matches the spunk that the Ursay daughters are looking for.
Teresa said they go 1-16. She's throwing something at her TV or through her TV.
I hope they go 1-16. We can finally get rid of them.
Yeah, everybody. Uh, you've been seeing Josh Harish on other posts. You tell me where they were. With Sarah, she was pretty much talking about Dre Bly. Is the uncle of the Downs brothers. If you, I know you're on YouTube right now, but our last one, we really talked about it already, but we don't really have to go into full detail. But Chris Ballard said today in his press conference that the team will not trade AR. The team will not trade Anthony Richardson Sr. Does that change anything for you guys? Go ahead, Austin.
I mean, we all said if he asked for a trade, we wouldn't be surprised. But he said we're not trading him. I guess that doesn't really mean anything because he could turn around and somebody offer him something and he accepts it tomorrow. You know, it doesn't matter what he says, whether he's a part of the future or not. We'll just have to wait and see at the end of the day. Right now, Daniel Jones is QB1, and that is what it is.
Go ahead, Harish.
um, yeah, trade him. Why not?
Well,
YOLO.
they won't. Well, at this moment, they said they would not trade. Just like Austin said, if they have an offer that he cannot pass up, I think they will make that move.
Like, what would that offer be, Austin? Like a third round or a fourth round pick?
I have no idea. I don't know what they value him at this point.
Like, I feel like his value is like a sixth round pick, honestly.
Yeah, I don't feel like people are gonna pay a lot for him,
Right.
because he hasn't put anything on tape. I mean, he has. He's shown glimpses of stuff, but nothing consistent.
Yeah.
So
It would be a team like you would have to think about a team that like knows how to develop quarterbacks and make them successful.
I really like the Rams
The
just because Sean
Rams.
McVay,
That's
but
that's like
Vikings,
the one, yeah.
the
Sean
Vikings.
McVay is like the only play coach I could think of. I'm like, yeah, that guy can develop
Well, as far as like being a starter, or just trading.
No, he wouldn't be a starter in LA. No, dude, the kid's only 22, man. Like he's got to be able to go somewhere at least for a year or two. That with the competent front office.
I mean, I would say, Tampa. Yeah, they do have
That
Baker
could
Mayfield.
work. Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield went through a lot of struggles that are sort of similar, but Baker Mayfield was a Heisman Trophy winner, right? Like I
Yeah.
think he could learn a lot from him. That's the problem with like. I mean, I don't want to talk about Shooter Sanders because the Browns are a dumpster fire too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Browns.
They got freaking Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco and like two guys that can't even hit a target on a practice drill ahead of Shadur Sanders for some odd reason. But I mean, all these guys that are coming out of college, the only difference between AR and those guys is they have experience.
Hmm.
This is the perfect example as to why the Mannings don't want Arch to leave Texas because experience matters.
Yeah, it does.
We talked about this last week. Look at all the guys in the NFL with a lot of experience. All the guys that are successful that were high draft picks, or even like mid tier. Brock Purdy was the last pick in the draft, and it was successful. Why? He was a 4-year starter at Iowa State. The dude has seen it all. He's
It's another
seen a
team.
lot of football.
It's another team that developed quarterbacks other than Trey Lance.
But even Trey Lance only played for a year at a Div 2 college.
Well, I was just saying that they drafted him with top 10, top 5. He was top, fifth overall pick.
Yeah, he had no experience, and that's why he's not doing very well. He didn't
He said
start
he's
that
been
many
here
games.
so far from all after the season. But yeah, I mean, depend
I
on the season.
don't know.
Depend on how the season goes. If the season is a failure, which has opportunity to be, yeah, bye.
I hope if we don't make the playoffs, everybody's gone.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're
Uh,
gone, but I think the bigger question, and I think Teresa asked is, will they fire someone mid-season? I don't think we know. We don't know. Like we don't know how these
Yeah.
girls operate. Like we haven't seen it yet, so it's really hard to say to them. Be like, yeah, for sure, they did this one time. Like we obviously know Jim Irsay wouldn't do it because
Well, fire
I
coach
don't know.
midseason. Yeah, he did. Frank
That
Wright got
was
it.
different. So it happened once
That
in
was
what
after years
30,
of
40 years.
needing it.
Yeah, that was a very different situation.
I
That
think
was
Ursay will have a longer leash with Steichen than they with Ballard.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
Here's the thing. I think Steichen's kind of put himself on the block at this point because let's just say that Ursay's were like, man, we really want Anthony Richardson to start. And Steichen's like, no, guys, like I promise, I think Daniel Jones is the best. And they start out 2-5, 2-6. He's gone, man. He's out of here.
You you would like to
Maybe,
think so, but
maybe,
again,
yeah.
like we don't know.
She said, "Money talks, bullshit walks. If the price and player or pick is right, they'll trade him." Speaking of AR, it can develop him is a business, and I agree. Totally
Yeah.
agree.
Well, that's the problem. They still think they can for whatever reason.
I don't think. I think Shane can do it because they're banking on what they did with Gardner Minshew. They're banking on what Daniel did one year where he went like 15-5, 15 touchdowns and 5 interceptions that year. They're banking on that his best year as
That's
a
not
team.
even good numbers.
They're banking on that.
And like
I'm trying
literally,
to
that's not good.
Is that like half a season? I don't.
I was trying to be serious, and y'all made me laugh because I didn't want to laugh, but it was too funny coming out. They bank on Gardner Minshew. He had some flashes with the Jags, and they bank on Daniel Jones' best year as a Giant, 15 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. To bring that game manager skill set and incorporate that in this offense that has, you know, JT and plethora of weapons, including Tyler Warren, rookie Tyler
Yeah,
Warren. They're banking on
they're
that.
they're banking on JT being healthy and carrying the ball 35 times a game.
Yeah, they're about to Derrick Henry. Like they're about to Derrick Henry JT.
Yeah, we talked about that with Derrick Henry, how he had to carry the load or carry the Titans. That's pretty much we're gonna be doing that with JT as well.
I hope
Yeah,
not. Like,
and DJ as well. I can't forget about DJ who made the roster, which we all knew that, but he's RB2. So we can see a lot of those two guys this season. We hope not, but it seems like that's what they're banking on. They're banking on a nearly 2,000 season by JT, which he did that back in 2020. He almost had 2,000 rushing yards. I think he had almost 2,000 all purpose. I know he had
yeah, he had over 2,000 all purpose. I think he had 1,800 and something rushing.
in 20
You know
touchdowns.
what we could do? Could we like keep Shane Steichen, but just like say he's only the coach, and like have somebody else do his press conferences, like on his
Oh,
behalf?
oh yeah, he needs some training. He needs
That
training.
guy, man, Jesus Christ!
he needs tra- he needs some training. He need media training because he is stuck with his hand in his pants.
Bro, that dude, like he could be like, "Hey, tell them this,"
Yeah,
and then the person he tells could be like, "I'll tell them this." Yeah, no, you're right, Shane. I will tell them that, and then just yeah. Don't worry, Shane. I got it. I got it.
he need to
He,
read
he,
out
he-
the teleprompter.
yeah, he just needs to. Yeah, he just needs to like give up press conference duties.
They're pretty bad. They're pretty as bad as the GM. But before we go, I didn't even go over the roster cuts, but I'll go ahead and go over them. The roster cuts was Juju, Sam, um, Womack, Isaiah Land, Khalil Herbert, Jelani Woods, Coleman Owen, Alex Johnson, Chris Lamont, Josh Seals, Duke Shelley, uh, Bentley, Laquan Treadwell, Jason quarterback Jason Bean, Sean McKean, and kicker Maddox. They were all the roster cuts. Some of those guys will be on the practice squad. And then we added a linebacker from the Jags, Muma, Chad Muma.
I like that pickup, Chad Muma,
Yeah,
linebacker, right?
yeah, he's on the active
That's a
roster.
good selling trajectory, though. Actually, and special teams guy too.
Say it again.
Special teams guy too. We love our special teams guys. That's how
Yeah,
that's how guys make this team. They just like make 5 tackles on special team. Chris Ballard's like, you're on the team now.
she said Shane Steichen is attached to AR. If he fails, then I think it's time to fire them. I mean, that's pretty much where we all at. We've been speaking on that for probably the past couple of episodes, where they all tied to the hip, including the GM who really wanted. They try to blame this on what's the guy named McCarroll Brown. They try to blame it on him, but it's pretty much collective.
No more scapegoats.
Yeah,
Remember, they'd been scouting Anthony Richardson for 3 years.
that's what they said.
It's really scary that he said that
Hmm.
because then, like, I feel like, let's just say, like, and hypothetically, right? In a hypothetical world, like, let's just say that this team knew how to tank, right? And they had the number 1 pick. That comment scares me because I feel like they would have drafted Anthony Richardson number 1 over CJ Stroud.
But
So that comment terrifies me.
what was so crazy about that year is that he had the opportunity. That's the year we thought that was going to trade up. We thought that, and he was like,
Oh,
"We got a guy coming, 4th or whatever." Because he had, I think Arizona was 3, and Texas was 2, and then Panthers was number 1.
that's right, because they had Bryce Harper. Or Bryce. Oh, they got
No,
Bryce Young.
well, at the time, the Panthers was
No,
high on CJ very high, and the Panthers fucked up. The Panthers, we thought that CJ was number 1 overall pick for sure with the Panthers. They ended up flipping the script
that's right. That's right.
and getting Bryce Young. Like, what the fuck just happened here? And then the Texans, of course,
Because they were probably expecting. Was that 2023?
yes, the Texans had 2 picks in the top 3.
Yeah. Who was the original number 1 pick?
Browns. I mean Bears. The Bears had the number one overall pick back to back, I think, because they traded for they traded
It was a bunch of picks and DJ Moore.
DJ Moore and a lot of picks. Yeah,
Yeah, Chicago
yeah,
traded. Yep, for first and second round picks, 2024 first, 2025 second. Oh, and DJ Moore. Yeah.
and paid him $20 million or something like that.
Yeah, something insane, right? So the Colts have what, the fourth pick. Okay. And what was that year that I know we did this last week. What was the year that we got Quentin Nelson? 2018?
2017, 18, 2018. Because it
That
was
was the year Justin Herbert went, right?
no
Josh
No,
Allen,
that was the year Josh Allen went, but we had
going like
Andrew
what?
Luck.
so was it 2019 then? Yeah, the
I think
2019.
Herbert was 2020, wasn't he?
Yeah, Herbert was 2020 because we got Rivers. We signed him for 25 million
Oh, yeah, it was 2020.
because he got cut because they drafted Herbert. That's why they cut Rivers.
That's right. Yeah, this is the year. Yeah, this is the year we could have gone up to get. This is the year I was banging my head on the table to go draft up to go get Justin Herbert because I really wanted Justin Herbert.
And we end up with Jacob Eason.
Yeah, we traded down. I think that was the Javon Kinlaw year, right? We traded the first
Oh
round pick that was the DeForest Buckner year.
yeah,
At the time, I was like, well, that's dumb because you don't have a franchise quarterback, but now you have DeForest Buckner. Now, I love DeForest Buckner,
yeah.
right? Obviously, but why,
Still,
why are you getting defensive tackle when you have no franchise quarterback? No, that's when Chris Ballard tried to sell Jacoby Brissett.
yeah. And Jacoby was his own
Yeah,
agent,
we believe in Jacoby.
which was
For
good.
one
Right? He
year.
was like, yeah, he was.
I wasn't. It was mid.
Well, I'm saying good for us. We was 5-2 before he got injured.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we were in the middle of the draft.
Well, we end
Like
up.
that, once he gets injured, you got to move on, man. You got to be like, oh well, that didn't work out. Now I got to go. I would have traded everything to move all the way up. Like they could have moved to 3, they could have moved to 4, they could have moved to 5. They could have gotten Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert would have been much better in this scenario. Like we would have solved all of our. Like I would have been like, you know what? That guy can play football. Like I actually think Frank Reich would have been better off as a coach if he had Justin Herbert.
I don't know that still because he had Young and got cut mid-season, and Young was pretty good out of college.
I think Frank Reich taking the Panthers job was a huge mistake. I don't think he was mentally ready to be good.
Yeah, he just.
I think that was a huge mistake.
He just wanted to coach the team that he played for when they had to open up started that season because he was the first quarterback for the Panthers.
Yeah. Or they could have gotten Jordan Love, who we all wanted. Like Chris Ballard kept talking about how much like he had a love story with Jordan Love, and then he never got him, which was weird.
And the Packers did that shit. They did.
Yeah. Packers like, you know what? We know you're dumb. We'll take Jordan Love.
Didn't they trade it
We'll
up?
We'll sit him behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years.
Didn't they trade it up to get him back into the first to get him?
I think so.
I think they traded
No,
back.
they didn't.
They didn't?
Oh no, they did. They traded Houston.
I was mad. I was pissed. I was
They
upset
traded
about
with
that.
Houston. Let's see, what did they give up that year?
Yeah, that's pretty tough, man. We had a lot of what that. So you said 19?
Yeah, traded Miami.
They traded Miami.
Yeah.
So who was Miami quarterback at that time?
Tua. Tua went number 4 or 5 that year.
For Jordan
So
Love.
they traded down. Yeah,
Okay.
Tagovailoa.
Okay.
So they trade down into the second, so that Green Bay could trade back up into the first. And then they got Robert Hunt in the second round, whom I've never heard of that guy. I don't know who that is.
I don't.
The lineman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guard from Louisiana. That guy probably sucks. And then we traded up for Jonathan Taylor. We're like, yo, this is awesome. Jacoby Brissett's gonna be a handoff merchant. Fire.
Yeah. Uh, the things that you're saying is pretty much is why we should uh, move on from
Yeah.
this battle.
This is who we could have had. We could have had Antoine Winfield Jr. Could have had
Ooh, safety. Yeah.
Jalen Johnson. Could have had Trayvon Diggs.
Johnson's the cornerback for the Bears, right?
Yeah, that dude's a dog. Yeah, I think that guy's pretty good.
Yeah. I thought we
He's
had
all right.
get him.
I think he did okay. Could have had Trayvon Diggs. Hell, I would have taken Jalen Hurts.
As a Bama fan, Trayvon Diggs is a risk taker. Too much of a risk
Well,
taker.
he would have been perfect in a zone defense.
Oh yeah, because they play man right now in Dallas, right?
I don't know what they do in Dallas.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Dallas documentary?
Mm-mm.
Good, don't watch it. If you
Yeah,
hate Jerry Jones,
yeah, I
which
don't
I
like him
think we
at
all
all.
do, you'll hate him even more.
What I did watch is is a podcast or an interview with Stephen A. And he just sounds goofy as hell. We got a guy that's
Who
uh,
who sounded goofy?
Jerry Jones.
Oh, I don't watch Stephen A. That guy's goofy too.
Well, just the question that asked about Michael Parsons, and he said that Jerry Jones said that him and Michael Parsons had an agreement, but then his agent was in the fold in the mix of it, and he said that the agent shouldn't be a part of the process, shouldn't be a part of the negotiation. So,
So the agent shouldn't do his job.
I don't get that stupid shit.
Jerry's Jerry's built different, man. I don't know, dude. Like that guy, that guy's built different, bro.
Yeah, so he
That
said
guy's
that
really built different.
he compared parent, being a parent, being he said that it's like a mother and father deal. He said when
Oh yeah.
yeah, that shit, ask the
Mhm.
mother and then turn around and ask the daddy and then go back and ask the mom. I was like, what? This man's a grown man. Life is on the line, and you want to give him a smaller deal than what he is worth.
Yeah, Jerry's just built different, man. I don't know. I don't know. I like that. Like Jerry is the definition of built different.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Like that's really like that's built different in a different way.
Not good at all. Either yeah,
Yeah.
either way, not good. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Any final notes or any final thoughts before we go ahead and get up out of here, guys, and prepare next week episode to begin the week one against the Dolphins.
Oh, week. Oh, that is next week, isn't it? Man.
Next week episode will be the beginning of the official first week.
Do you guys have any like we gonna do any predictions or anything like that? Is that gonna be
Of
next week?
course, we can do it now and then do it then.
Do you guys have a Super Bowl champion prediction? Because I do.
My Super Bowl prediction would be Buffalo and Tampa Bay.
Like Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Oh. That's
No,
nice.
I take that back. Take that back. Take that back. Buffalo for sure. And I want to say Philly because they're probably one of the hottest team in the NFC. I can go with Philly and Buffalo.
Okay. Who
What
do
you
you
got?
have winning it?
Buffalo.
My man.
I had Lamar Jackson, but yeah.
I don't trust Lamar Jackson in the playoffs.
What are your predictions? Super Bowl predictions.
Austin.
Um,
Besides
I
the Colts.
want I want to say yeah, Colts. No, I'm just joking. I want to say Buffalo as well, but I'll be different and I will say the Ravens and the Lions,
Ooh,
and I'll say the Ravens will win.
okay. I got no issue with that.
Yeah, I got Buffalo winning the whole thing,
Okay.
and I have them playing the Lions. I think the Lions are going to run away with the NFC this year.
The only thing that worries me with the Lions is the loss of Ben Johnson. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. But I think their defense, Aiden Hutchinson comes back. I think like losing Aiden
yeah,
Hutchinson was
I think
huge
they're
for
a
them.
solid team, top to
Yeah,
bottom.
Yeah.
yep.
Uh,
I think that roster is. I think, yeah, losing Ben Johnson sucks, but I think Dan Campbell's the real deal. He's if he's not already a top 5 coach in the NFL, like which I think he is, he's gonna prove it.
Yeah. Just want to be. It's time for Sean McDermott to go ahead and stamp himself in
Yeah,
as a
I
champion.
watched I watched Hard Knocks, and I'm sold on Josh Allen. I was watching the episode yesterday, and they had like that technology that like shows like arm like angles and how like it's improved over time, and he was showing like Mitch Trubisky and like how he turns his hips. No, give me Josh Allen in that. Yeah, give me Josh Allen, and he's gonna win MVP again.
Ah, it
He's
might
gonna
be.
have an even better season this
Daniel Jones is gonna win MVP.
year. Daniel Jones is gonna be come back to the bench player of the year.
Great show. It's always great to see you in the comments supporting the show, Teresa, and the rest of you Colts fans that tune in on the podcast each week and support us. I mean, hey, if Colts and Niners win the Super Bowl, I'm good with it. I just hope we win. I don't want to lose another Super Bowl.
I just want to make the playoffs, man. That's
That's
my
it.
dream big. I just want to get back in the play. I just want to be in the hunt.
Yeah, we were last year, and we just dropped the ball against the Broncos when they decided to throw the ball, flea flicker, whatever that was, to AD Mitchell. He threw a pick six or whatever we want to call it to defender. I was like, and then JT is
Literally dropped the ball.
dropped the
Literally,
ball, get to the end zone. Yeah. I am
story of our lives
yeah, story of our
or our
lives.
adult lives. Yeah. Um, I, I actually think like the Bills will beat the Bengals in the AFC title.
The Bengals, I mean, them, they did resign Trey for a 1 year, I think a 1 year deal essentially. With gave him a raise, so he's happy. Uh, having I don't know that I
No,
don't know.
he's not happy. He's happy.
Yeah, the quote, the money. He's got his raise.
Ballard didn't get that letter, so that's why he didn't make an offer yet. He was like, "Dang, that letter didn't come in the mail."
Haven't you heard? We like the group of guys we have. I gotta bring that clip on the show. I gotta bring it. I gotta bring it because we're missing that. I gotta bring it back. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They have a new DC now. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I know they got their weapons. Everybody signed on offense. They got a decent running back. So I don't know. Decent tight end because we know what Chase, we know what Higgins going to bring. So I don't know. You don't think Chiefs going to be up there again?
I mean, I'm sure they will. I just believe in Joe Burrow when he's healthy. I think Joe Burrow when he's healthy is arguably the best quarterback in the league. Um, and I think Josh Allen is taking that step. I think the Chiefs will always be up there. I just think about like these other teams are built, and like I think like that that Bengals offense is going to be deadly if they
Yeah.
can stay healthy.
When you sign guys to with two receivers to almost 30 a year, uh, you have to have to put a good product on the field and win games and get to that AFC Championship. or or at least in the mix. They should have brought Bean back. Um, I mean, I guess with Riley being, decent, I think Riley is better than Bean. Bean just a scrambler. That's pretty much what he is. I think Riley is pretty much gonna be a backup uh, for the future. Not our, but a back, a well known
Wasn't
backup.
Jason Bean?
Yeah,
Oh, whatever.
she said, "See you soon, Cookie." Yeah, let's go ahead and get out here,
Later,
guys.
Austin. We'll talk to you later, bro.
Go ahead and plug in y'all social, uh, or you got to plug in. I got the socials for y'all. Go ahead and plug on. Go ahead and plug in your show for tomorrow, Arish.
Yes, tomorrow we will be previewing Arch Manning versus Julian Sand, the Alabama quarterback that wasn't, as Texas goes to the shoe and plays Ohio State. Saturday, 11 a.m., first game of the year. First game of the year. The biggest, probably honestly, probably might be the game of the year until, Texas goes to Florida in 5 weeks. So yeah, check us out tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 Eastern, as we do our final preview and our final playoff bracket predictions for college football. Spoiler alert: have Texas winning the national title.
We're gonna go ahead and end the show on that one. Uh,
I mean, this is the year to do it if they're going to do it. They have the best defense in the country.
we do.
Who? Based on what?
5-star talent.
Yeah, we have 5 stars at like every level of our defense, including 3 All-Americans. That have actually already proved it. By the way, we just held Jeremiah Smith to 1 catch and for 4 yards in our last game. So we've actually proven it.
What
Right?
about Henderson?
What about Hendrickson? He had 1 play.
Right before the halftime, that
That was just blown. That was a bad call by the defense coordinator. Beyond that, Travion Henderson did nothing. I mean, really, at the end of the day, they only scored 14 points.
in the second half. Yeah, that's not bad.
No, in the first half, and the entire that offense only scored 14 points.
They scored on defense, huh?
They scored on defense twice because
Yeah.
the last play was the right tackle missed a block. And then the Quinn Ewers interception.
Hey, he did make the roster.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I told you I was gonna make the roster.
She said,
Quinn Ewers
"Right,
is very good.
I'll be our franchise quarterback." She said he's gonna be who's gonna be the next Joe Montana? Riley?
Riley Leonard. I think she's saying Riley Leonard is.
Or she's saying,
Teresa, I hope you have a good night, Teresa.
is she talking about Arch or who?
Oh, she's talking about Riley Leonard.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't see it yet, but hey, I haven't watched him until the national championship where they lost.
Where he was bad.
Yeah.
He was terrible.
Yes,
He was terrible in that national championship game.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
It was really
other than that, I think the first drive when they scored, I think went on the field and scored a touchdown. After that, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, he was bad.
So, other than what you have on, next week, that's it. I think we will be back next week as we preview week 1 against the Dolphins. We will see former cornerback Judy Brents and on defense, and then we'll see, the weapons on offense against the Brown. But hopefully, we can break this curse. Week 1 curse we haven't won back since 2013. I want to say.
I lost count.
Yeah, we'll have all the information for y'all on next week as we break down the week 1 game against Dolphins. And this is where late great Jim Irsay is inducted in the Ring of Honor. So As always, y'all tune in next week.
Wait a minute, hold on, real quick.
Go
Austin,
ahead.
you didn't ask Austin where they can find him.
Austin, where can the lovely people find you in these streets?
Yeah, you can find me at Cookie Austin too.
Yes, and you can find me at Who Is Josh Senior, pretty much everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, on X, etc. And you can find a podcast on all platforms such as YouTube. You can subscribe to that, like, subscribe, share, you name it. Also follow us on Twitter, TikTok at HS Mob Podcast. Anything else? I don't want to miss anything else, Harish.
I just want to make sure y'all got your chance to shine too.
I don't want to shine, man. I just want to win games like the Ursay.
That's fair. I mean, I know we're the number one team in the country. I just want to make sure my fellow SECers got their face time too.
Yes, but yeah, guys. Yeah, tune in next week, guys. We're gonna be breaking down the week 1 game against the Dolphins. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a great night. Stay safe. For the shoe.
On one out snap, it's a fact that I'm unstoppable.